let's move forward. Whenever I flip a card, I shuffle and shuffle, and out pops a card that could not be a coincidence. Although I'm perfectly aware that some people here will say it's just a coincidence, and that's okay. The pain that this individual is in, I know that when Chrisanne created the card, there was a friend of hers who had gone through a lot of loss, and she went to that pain of her friend and then created this vision of what heartache is. I'm drawn to just let the art speak for itself, but I do want to point one element out, and that is the tree. This tree has grown around an intense pain that has stayed steady. How long does it take to have a tree sprout and grow to maturity through a few seasons, right? So take that in. Now, let's move forward and see what comes in this story. And I don't want to leave you there. So let's, you know what, if you just put your hand on your chest, I call it the awe position, one thumb on a collarbone point and your index finger on the collarbone point, and just take it in, breathe, and press into your chest. Good. Because this is just the start of the story. And all it tells us is that both the characters in this story have experienced this feeling, okay? So and you know what? Nothing special about you. Every human. Okay, randomly, let's pick the second part of the story. We have a hero. There is someone. Some say things like Lion of Judah. We are connected to the divine. It's just how it is. We're not in it to take care of that pain. We're in it to allow it to be covered by the divine. So what does that mean? When I consider these three cards, I have to pull the story apart just so that we can see this. Okay. When we opened ourselves up and just said, okay, divine, what do you really want to tell us here? It's obvious that the pain that you've experienced, it matters. It's recorded, it's noted by the person, energy, divine. All that the divine encompasses people in your life, lucky things happening, blessings, different sorts of connection where you know that it wasn't you doing it. And this powerful creator is in between where we are now and where we want to be. Allowing yourself to just soak in the art. Okay, you can tell why I fell in love with tarot and storytelling with the cards, because honestly, the cards don't disappoint, and they really do all the work. Okay, so is anybody curious about, shall we go forward? Maybe I should make a part 2. Oh, Wouldn't that be fun? And then just keep you hanging in suspense. Anyway, so here we are with what the intention is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, divine guidance, because we don't have to sit in the pain of that Three of Hearts, Three of Cups. You know, we don't have to. We have a choice. And we don't do it by ourselves. Can't figure it out in a book or have somebody teach us, even though I'm teaching. It's something you need to do internally to take some steps. So let's see what comes next. Just want to mix these in your presence, because I'm pretty stoked that those cards have come up. Okay, so what is it we need to do? Where do we fit? If the divine's job is to bring this out of, to bring beauty from ashes, right? To be able to take tragedy and turn it around to something important, meaningful, and soul-fulfilling, which is what this is. So that's all the divine's work. So what is up for us? Okay. Look at all that. What do you notice first? He's confused. He doesn't want to make a mistake. So chances are, if you're listening to me right now, perfectionism is part of your situation. Okay? And right now, as we look at this, you have several thought patterns, behaviors, and direct actions and indirect actions that are connected to that painful past. It's a habit of mind to think about how bad something is. It takes a certain sort of dedication to cut the story off and begin a different perspective. So we come to the table, the universe is coming to meet us and says, okay, here's my work. I'm going to bring something fabulous out of this current situation. Great. What's our role? We have at least 7 thought patterns, habits, behavioral what I want to say is, like, when you accept your personality, you say you're quirky, but you know you're snarky. You know what I mean? It's that self-discovery of things that are tied to that wounded heart. So 7 habits or ways of being are what we can do. Are you willing? Are you ready for that kind of challenge? I believe that there's enough of us, even if it's just 2 or 3, who choose to do it this way, where we do make a decision to let go of whatever has broken our heart in the past, that heavy past that you guys have been watching. So let's carry on here. This looks kind of impossible. I can name 5 bad habits that I have right now. I don't want to, and I'm going to do it privately. But what's our support? What does the universe, the divine, have for us so that we're not in this alone? Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for watching, you guys. Separation from the stuff, right? So as we pick up on this hermit energy that is calling us up and away from our current path, right? So you can pick your story. You can pick what you want to talk about, how you want to create what's going on in your life. For example, it might be that your dad left you guys when you were little, right? And that's a true story. It's true. Your dad left you guys and your mom had a tough time. I'm just pulling an example. All right. What could be a workaround? How can you work around that truth to create a softer story? Oh, okay, here's one. Up until now, I never realized that all of that heartbreak could be protecting me all these years. Up until now, I didn't realize that I had a choice to have it or not have it. Even though I don't know how, I'd love to let that go right now. all of those statements echo the same energy of being stuck between really knowing it's not good to carry that and not having a clue for how to proceed. So if you could just give yourself like a fast for whatever it is. If you're, let's see, what could it be? Oh, it could be scrolling. Let me use that. Let's say you put yourself on a 24-hour fast from scrolling. 24 hours, that's it.